The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway here in England. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First play from scrimmage. It's Culpepper trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. That's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Tomlinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things yet. The interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, Culpepper. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Mahomes now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Culpepper. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Most like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
A give up the middle to Tomlinson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point gain. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start here with Jackson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught. It's Chad Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They run on first down with Jackson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Chad Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go again to Tomlinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Barkley on the counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing is Jackson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This time Jackson will throw it. Here's Hester open right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
13.
Here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Report. You X.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Hester to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll go with the option. Coming right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Danny! You are Danny! Right shot! Right shot! Go.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will have the Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On the draw, this is Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On second down, this is Jackson. And this defense not ready for that. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll kick it away after a 3. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Mahomes. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
second down and back to Tomlinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with a first and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll run Tomlinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in from 4 yards out. Evan McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway here in London. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They're running. Tomlinson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a first carry here for Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Left wing 19.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Back to Robinson now on first down. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Let's go.
Hurts. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Second down and 7. Robinson up the middle. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throwing is Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
19 tight, 19, ready.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got a man, it's Chad Johnson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Hand off now to Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Robinson with another carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Washington's got it. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Let's go now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
60 Maverick.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready, set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Ready. Go.
Again, it's Robinson. Trucks over him. Down to the 25. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Robinson on a give right side. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This for the lead in the final stages. McPherson's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot,
and he delivers.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Finding Washington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25. Mahomes to throw it. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway here in England. Fields it right around the goal line. Jackson now to return. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They'll run with LT to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 94 yards. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And Brady will sneak it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
Ever.
Who
calls a
that?
1st down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a 1st down quarterback draw.
Right.
Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Easy.
Now this time, Brady will throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll get it right back to Washington. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Singletary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now Brady again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Brady now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Brady. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and
now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sauce Gardner puts it off. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. To throw again on second down. Brady firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Half is winding down. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Brady's going to look to throw. It's complete. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play fake. Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Washington. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Again, it's Brady. This is caught. Touchdown! Mike Allstott, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Brady will look to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Washington's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Mahomes. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tomlinson up the middle. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Tomlinson again, a 1st down carry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Jackson now down around his goal line. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, this one left side, caught by Patterson. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 20. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. A stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd and 4. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against...
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They run on first down with Jackson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson, out route pass complete to Goddard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On third down, here's Bo. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on fourth down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled on the 7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
They'll run again with Jackson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
5-yard gain on the play.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start here with Jackson, and not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. That is caught. It's Chad Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards to pick up there.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try the left side with LT. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The ageless one, Julius Peppers, in to bring him down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll hand this to Tomlinson, running right, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. And then McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it now 9-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on third down, Fields. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Fields now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing again is Fields. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They snap it to Fields. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A give up the middle to Tomlinson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Okay, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw left side taken in by Washington. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Cook running right. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, Fields.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Nick Bolton, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now Fields.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From just shy of midfield.
Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. had the determination to say this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And Hester content to hold on to this one and bring it out to the 25.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.